James, many congratulations. You've backed up your first round performance with another brilliant one this evening. How much did you enjoy up there performing the way you did?
I didn't actually tonight. I felt really, really nervous, felt unsettled, didn't feel right. So yeah, I'm just happy to win the game and get it out of the way.
Well, that's scary for everyone else if you perform in that manner, not feeling great.
It felt awful. Felt really unsettled tonight, and I felt like just didn't feel right. So yeah.
We know a lot of tournaments you're there on your own, but I say so far this tournament you've had Sammy by your side. How much better is that looking over having someone there in these big moments?
Not really. She just tells me off things I've done wrong in interviews, you know. So, but you know, it's irrelevant with Samantha. She always tells me when I've said and I've done things wrong in interviews. But yeah, I'm just happy to win, you know. Let's make it about darts and not about all that other bits and bobs.
Going into the tie, did you know you were in for a tough battle against Wessel after the way he beat Nathan Aspinall?
Do you think you're going to get an easy one out of all these people?
No.
They're all great, aren't they? So, you know.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, buddy.
James, performances like that, do you believe those sort of performances are enough to win the World Matchplay?
No. You need a bit of timing. You need a bit of luck. So yeah.
What was the thing you were most pleased with about your game this evening?
Nicking legs. That's about it, really. You know, I think nicking legs was the most important thing I did there.
You've got a lot of experience in these long formats. Goes up to
20 years,
16 legs.
Yeah, it's
quarterfinals.
Yeah, it's irrelevant. You know, it is what it is. I think I'm doing all right. Am I doing well enough? Probably not. But yeah, I'm just enjoying myself, you know. In fact, I'm not enjoying myself. That was awful. I was nervous. I was shaking. I was like negative towards myself. But the crowd were really cool, to be fair. So.
How much can you draw off that support that you get from the crowd?
It doesn't really matter what you draw off, does it? It's about what you do yourself. You know.
Thank you, James.
Cheers. Thank you.
James, congratulations on another fantastic performance. How does it feel to have the full Winter Gardens
Sorry,
cheering
buddy.
your name? How does it feel to have the full Winter Gardens cheering your name?
I don't think they did for very long, but I made the most of it, and I won that leg.
You mentioned about the nerves and everything, the apprehension beforehand. Was there a reason for that, given how well you played in the first round?
Yes. No, it is what it is, you know. You know, you're blessed and you're God blessed by people like this in the crowd. You can't expect more than that, you know.
You've had that Pro Tour win recently. Do you feel like you're riding the crest of the wave at the moment? I mean, these are fantastic performances.
There's no crest of wave. There's no. It's just falling at the right time at the right place, you know. I think, and I mean it in the politest way possible. I think it's a little bit of ignorance, because I've had 110s, 105s and stuff throughout the last 3-4 years. Unfortunately, or fortunately, when it goes in my favour, people like yourself amplify on that, and they see that. What you don't see is all the graft that goes in behind that, and I don't mean it in a disrespectful way, so.
Have you been working extra hard then for this?
Not really, no. But I've worked at it, so yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
James, well done on reaching your 13th quarter-final at the World Matchplay. You seem to be talking down that performance and saying things just falling.
No.
It's really good.
No, I'm not talking it down, but it is what it is, you know. Every dart player's come here to play darts, so we come here and we try. So I'm not talking it down, but there's more important things outside of this. You know, I want to go and eat fish and chips with my wife after this. This isn't that important. I know I'll always be thereabouts. I know I'll always be thereabouts in the rankings. I think people are too amplified on what you're achieving and what you're doing. You know, I know I'm one of the best, probably top 10 in the world at the moment, maybe. And I'm always Mr. Negative. So, you know, more important for me, I want to go with my wife, go and get some fish and chips in Blackpool. You know, so I'm not being negative. I'm being really respectful to the guy I just beat, because I think he let me off a lot of opportunities for himself. But yeah, I'm enjoying myself, you know. I'm 42 years old. There's far more important things than like obsessing with this game. I just know I'm lucky enough to earn a lot of money out of it for my children, and I will be going for fish and chips after this interview. Sorry, I didn't want to mean that every way.
No, don't worry. If you just look at your own performances in the first 2 games, from your perspective, how good has it been from you, and how good can it get?
I've just relaxed, you know, and it's all about me relaxing. You know, it's not about what they're doing or what I'm doing. It's about relaxing, you know. And I don't think I relaxed in that game. I don't believe I did. It didn't feel like natural. It didn't feel relaxed. But I was just fortunate that I did enough, and I did a lot more than he did.
Well done, James. Thank you for your time.
But I would like to play that every day.
Well done, James.
Cheers, thank you. I didn't want to be rude, sorry.
Not rude.
Thank you.
James, you got John Van Veen up next.
Who?
John Van Veen up next.
Jan van Veen next. Jan van Veen.
Have you seen any of his plays so far in this tournament?
Have I got Vavine or has Vavine got me?
Depends how you look at it,
Boom.
doesn't it? Any thoughts about the game?
Not really, no. Don't really care. I've just started playing all right again, so you know, I'm not gonna not look you in the eyes and go, I think I'll do all right. So it is what it is, you know. Is that tomorrow?
No, you got a day off on
Yes,
Thursday.
I've got a day off. If you'd have said I didn't have a day off, I'd have been like, I don't want to do that. But no, I've got a day off. I'm happy as Larry. I go home to see my wife, Arthur and Alfred. I'm winning, aren't I? You know, none of this is important. It's really not. It's really not. You know. So yeah, I'm happy. What about you? You happy?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Got all the answers you needed tonight?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Are you taking a leaf out of Scottie Scheffler's book? Because he said,
Who?
you know, Scottie Scheffler said that the Open.
Golfer. World number 1 golfer. Chris is going to tell you what he said. Don't worry.
So he said, none of this matters. Golf doesn't matter. What's the point of being here? And then he went and won the whole thing.
I have no idea what's happening in darts, let alone golf, to be fair. And I don't really care. It sounds like really disrespectful. I don't really care what's happening in darts, and I don't really care what's. I mean, you get like golf. They've got this whole new organisation they've moved across to, and there's a lot of people, and I don't even know what's going on, if I'm honest with you. And there's a lot of people going, oh, they shouldn't do this, oh, they shouldn't do that. Why do you play golf at a competitive level? To supply for your family. So all I do is I take me out after them, and I think they're all earning a bundle of money, and no one really cares about what people think within reason. As long as you try your best when you're at that stage and at that pinnacle of the game, you know. I'm not really interested in what another golf player says, because golf players aren't even close to being on the pressure or the pedestal that dart players are put upon. So you can't compare that, you know. He must get in his. Is it a golf player?
He's golf.
What would you say?
Yeah.
So is number 1 in the world?
Yeah.
No? Yeah. So how does he get to a tournament? Is it a private jet?
Probably.
Right.
Like that, yeah.
So when I get on an EasyJet flight, no, you're laughing and joking. You're laughing and joking. So let's be serious. We're comparing, right? So when he gets in his private jet, he doesn't have to get on an EasyJet. He doesn't have to get on a happy bus. He doesn't have to do all those things. So it's non-comparable, really. And I think you should perhaps do what dart players do and see what they have to see and do what they have to do, you know, because you can't. It's non-comparable, you know, and it's quite amazing what dart players achieve when they don't have all that up their bottom, you know. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to get on a private jet, and I'd love to be in a backwards entrance in an airport. But you know, I'm a dart player. I will do EasyJet. I will do Ryanair, because I am what I am. You got Luke Littler, which is possibly starting to do different things, but you know, it's. I think what dart players do and how much they travel and where they go with how they get treated is some kind of bloody miracle, you know, because when someone like yourself compares them to golf players, it's not relevant, is it? It's quite detached.
Well, I guess with the prize money increase one day.
It's nothing like it. It's nothing like it. I tell you what, you come and follow us for 12 months, and we'll see how you feel and see what you think.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair, reflective.
Yeah, their money's definitely.
It's not nothing about money. It's just how they travel.
Yeah.
It's how they travel, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, would you travel 12 hours to get to a floor tournament? Would you do that?
Well, if
Would
I
you
was,
would you
I
travel 12 hours to go to report on a tournament? Would you do that? Would you do that 3 times in a week? No, you wouldn't. So I think you should probably reflect and that's not meant in a disrespectful way.
That's fair. The comparison really was more of you talking down what the point was and taking the
Sorry,
pressure.
I must have missed. Sorry.
Yeah, so he was saying none of this matters, and it was kind of taking the pressure off him, I guess.
It's I don't
And
think
I
it's
just wondered if
comparable.
you were using the same kind of technique.
No, and I appreciate that. Sorry, I was sort of probably quite stern. It's non-comparable. You know, it's non-comparable. You know, I mean, people get on their private jets to go to a tournament. We get delayed for 12 hours to go on an EasyJet, again, I didn't mean that in a rude way.
No, that's
So,
right.
and that's how it really is. You know, there's no PDC player that gets any special treatment to go fast forward in that direction. But I mean, I wish I was, and I wish I did. So if this guy, if he wants to invite me on his private jet to go to a tournament, I'm your man, and I will go there. I might even wash his car before it.